tripping minds, and quite frankly, that's what's happening to me because I've got a band playing live whilst that track's playing on the radio. Because I don't know whether I'm coming or going, but it's sounding fantastic, whatever it is. Now your band, you're just basically from Bethnal Green.
That's right. I mean, we rehearse at so Michael's got a music school, and we rehearse at his studio.
London School of Music.
That's right.
That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's also the connection to Derek, the music school, basically.
Yeah.
Because Derek is one of the guest tutors at the London School of Music.
Right.
So that's the connection to him, and that's how he's been part of the project, recording that song that you just heard before.
Yeah. Well, you're going to play that live now. Some blues.
Yeah. We're going to be doing a live version of our previous release we had from 2024. That was the first EP that we released. So, yeah, we're going to be playing now.
Now
for
get
you live.
this. Listen to this, Abbey Road. we've got it here. This is some blues. should have got some applause FX.
Yeah, you should.
I'll do it later.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's right.
Now tell me about the name. I know that's a bit like what's your favourite colour, but how did you get the name, and what label is this coming out on?
We don't have a label actually. We run it everything independently. So we are managing it, running it, doing the whole promotion, marketing, everything, creating the songs, writing it. So
You sound like John Fogerty out of Creedence Clearwater Revival.
I know. That's
You did
it.
all
That's
that.
exactly. It's a lot of work, but it's quite rewarding because obviously it's our
So passion.
so passion is our creative project.
Yeah,
really.
and what about the name?
Pillbox Jam. Okay, so Pillbox is the name actually where London School of Music is located, and because the jam session started at Pillbox, that's how we got that name. So it was okay. That's Pillbox Jam, and then we stuck to it.
Yeah.
And yeah, we haven't.
People liked
happy
it.
with
I
it,
think
yeah.
this is because it's like, oh, we rehearse in a pillbox, and someone said, like, oh, that's actually a very cool name.
Yeah.
And we said, like, oh, actually, you know what? We just keep it. It's not really original, but you know, we stuck to it, and then we've been carrying it.
Stick to what you like. That's what I say.
That's it.
Exactly.
Now you bring in an EP out. Tell me about that, because do you think the era of the album is over in terms of how people receive music and stuff?
Yes and no, both. I think. No, I mean, I don't know just
I
say,
mean,
but like, oh.
You chose to release an EP rather than an album.
Yeah, I guess one of the reasons is because recording is also costly, so and time consuming, and then we didn't want it to wait a long time till we have a whole LP, so we just decided let's go for 4 songs, and actually the plan is like keep recording this year and maybe release 2 or 3 more singles this year. So there's no plan to record an LP at the moment. But in terms of like generally for music, it's definitely like the trend now, even like only the single. But I guess, who knows, maybe in 5-10 years time it's going to change and people are going to be like, oh, actually an LP is much better, and people start recording an LP. So you don't know, right?
Right. Okay, so you how come you ended up at Rack Studios? Because Rack Studios are very famous to be the home of Mickey Most, the pop maker, the hit maker.
It's true. It's like this actually when you go there and you see all, you know, the awards and all the records that have been done, it's quite astonishing. But the reason why, correct me if I'm wrong, Michael, is because the sound engineer that we used for the first EP that we did, he was working there, and then he offered us to, can you come here now that I've kind of moved places, workplaces, and I'm working at Rack. So we said like, fine, you know, why not? Why not? It's an amazing place to do. You know, everything, the gear, the way that it's recorded, quite in an analog way.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Rack, of course, famous from my standpoint because it's where Jeff Beck recorded Hi Ho Silver Line,
Nice.
and he hated that song.
Did
He
it?
refused to play it ever since it was number 1. Yeah.
Oh, there's a song by Jeff Beck that we played a lot.
Yeah, we do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's a good tune. Yeah, we play that one a
I
lot.
made a program with, a documentary with Jeff Beck, and
Oh, wow.
he was a lovely man.
Oh, so you've met him? Wow, you met him. Yeah.
I have.
He passed away last year.
He
right?
did. Now, would you like to play another live track?
Yeah, sure, for sure. So
Tell us about it.
yeah, so we're gonna play a tune called Naima. And this is again, it has a different twist to it. It's more like a drum and bass, electronic, like as opposite as the first song that we played. It was more funky. It has a little bit more like drum and bass, electronic feel to it. So
Go for it.
Let's go.
There we go. A little bit of proper applause for it.
Thank
That
you.
was Naima.
That's right.
And this is Pillbox Jam, and wonderful it is too. So, what about gigging?
Yeah, so our next gig is the EP release show, and that's going to be on the 30th of April at the Hope and Anchor in Islington. So you're all very much invited to come and see our EP release show. We're super excited about it. It's in 5 weeks' time, and we can't wait to do our first show in a venue after the recording of the EP. Actually, we haven't played live in a while. We've been focusing on this release, basically, and this recording.
Now, sorry about this question, but is jazz, is it a calling? You know, like an NHS nurse? Do you know what I mean by that?
It's a very
It's an illness.
it's an
I think
illness.
it's not
Yeah.
get the hot
But
sweat.
it's a vocation.
It is, but I think like from what we're trying to do is to play jazzy tunes, but not in a jazzy manner. Like if you hear the songs now that we play in, you can actually literally dance to the tunes. Like you don't have to be like a jazzer, like listener to like our music, and that's what we're trying to actually do with the music that we are creating. Although we don't have any singers, it's not very mainstream, it has a bit of a niche. We want to start mixing stuff from funk, rock, even punk, distorted guitars. Normally in jazz you don't have distortions, you don't have the effects that I have. Sophie normally brings like a, how you call it? Like a sound splitter?
Multi effects.
Like a multi effects on her sax, so it doesn't sound very clean. The bass
Yeah,
is
like a harmonizer and things like that. Yeah.
exactly in the way that Michael plays is not a jazzer. He doesn't play with. It's not like the jazz that you will think of when you mention the word jazz. So that's why we're trying to move away.
One of my question was, are you bothered at all about the niche?
Not at all.
Not at all.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, I think, I mean, for example, in Santiago, we played like in the most important jazz club, and it was very well received. We played after like a band playing like traditional jazz. So there is something of jazz there as well, but at the same time, we can play in a venue that is more open to other styles of music, and I think we want to break that barrier of being just in one box or another. So I think that's one of the most important things that we want to transmit with our music, I suppose.
Musically, who are your absolute influences? Each one of you, Sophie.
Chris Potter.
Chris Potter.
He's an incredible sax player. Like I'm just hearing him solo over anything. It blows my mind because I've tried to practice, like having written down and listened to his solos again and again, and I can't play them still. Like, and it's amazing, like the fact that just comes off the top of his head like that, and he's just incredible. He's absolutely inspiring. Like the way
And for our audience,
plays
just tell us who Chris Potter is.
So I came across him because he guested with Snarky Puppy, who are like an American sort of large fusion band. And he basically guested on one of their like really popular songs called Lingus, and just did the most insane 9-minute solo that I've ever heard. And yeah, he's just
Incredible.
That's how I came across him.
That's brilliant. So Fran?
I'll say I have a mixture between John Scofield, who's like a jazz fusion guitar player, and Tom Morello. He's the guitar player from Rage Against the Machines, who does like crazy weird effects with electronics. So it's not just about the music, but the effects that you can, in a combination of both of them. So that'll be more my, and even some other instruments, they kind of influence my playing when I hear it. Like I love to play like if I hear some violin sounded the way that I like, or some lines that I copy that. But my reference are those two main guys.
Okay, and Michael?
I would say David Garibaldi from Tower of Power, in terms of funk, and then funk rock, more like Chad Smith from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Jazz, I will say, I love Elvin Jones. So these are some of my idols. But in terms of my player, kind of like really like jungle beats. So that's kind of the mixture
So not Ringo.
Ringo as well. Yeah, Ringo is.
Ringo's good fun.
Ringo's. Yeah, he's got. I mean, his creativity, like his fills, his grooves are, like that's what influenced what everything that came after, I suppose,
Yeah.
especially in rock music and pop.
I agree with that. And Ewan.
Yeah, I guess it's the usual people: Marcus Miller, Jacko, but then I like Bootsy and Thundercat and Mono Neon. There's so many good
Neon.
players, and inspiring, and they do their own thing, and that's what's good, yeah, to me.
Thank you very much for that.